So, you're planning your career for 2026. That's smart. Your journey starts right now. And believe me, picking the right first step, well, it's everything. Today, we are going to break down one of the most popular starting points out there, Harvard CS50 Python. But the real question is this the right move for your future? Okay, let's get to it. Alright, let's just cut right to the chase. Is this one single course going to be enough to land you a programming job in 2026? I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And I promise you, by the end of this, you're going to have a clear strategic answer. So, how are we going to get there? Well, here's our game plan. We are going to start with the big picture, see where this course even fits in the grand scheme of things, and then we'll demystify those core programming concepts, walking through the entire 10-week journey step by step. And then we'll do a real honest evaluation to help you build out your 2026 career path. Okay, first things first, the big picture. Look, before you even think about writing a single line of code, you have to understand the CS50 universe. It's not just one course, it's a whole ecosystem of learning. Now, take a look at this. The way CS50 Python, that is CS50P, is positioned is super interesting. See that word, orthogonal. That's actually a real crucial detail. It means it stands apart from the flagship CS50X, which teaches the big, broad theory of computer science. CS50P, on the other hand, is laser focused on one thing, the practical craft of programming. And what that means for you is that you can take it anytime, before, during, or even after CS50X. It's an incredibly flexible and powerful way to just start writing real code fast. So, who is this actually for? I mean, who is the ideal student? Well, it's pretty much designed for everyone. But here's the most important part, and you got to hear this. It's built for students with zero prior programming experience. None. So, if you're switching careers, or maybe you just want to get your hands dirty with actual code before you dive into all the heavy theory, this course was literally designed for you from the ground up. Alright, let's peel back the layers and demystify the core of what you'll be learning. These are the fundamental ideas that make all programming work. And trust me, CS50P makes them feel incredibly simple. First up, you've got functions. The easiest way to think about a function is like a recipe in the kitchen. Let's say a recipe for making a sandwich. You write down the steps one by one. Get bread, add fillings, put it all together. Now, anytime you want a sandwich, you just say, make a sandwich. And you don't have to list all the steps over and over again. You can even change it up, right? Make a sandwich with turkey. Make a sandwich with cheese. It's a powerful, reusable action. Next up, conditionals. This is what gives your code a brain, really. It's the ability to ask questions. Think about when a website asks for your age. The code is running a conditional. If the age you type in it is 18 or more, then it shows you the good stuff. Else, it shows you a message saying you're too young. It's just a simple fork in the road that lets your program make smart decisions. Then we have loops, and this is your secret weapon for automation. Seriously, if you want to make a program, say, make a cat meow 3 times, yeah, you could write the meow command 3 separate times. Or you could just use a loop and tell the computer, hey, meow 3 times. It's all about getting rid of that boring repetition and making your code super clean and efficient. Finally, exceptions. This is all about what happens when things go wrong, because they will. Imagine a user types their name where they're supposed to type, say, their age. Normally, that would just crash your whole program. But with exception handling, you can anticipate that mistake. You can catch the error and say, oops, that wasn't a number. Why don't you try again? It's not about avoiding errors. It's about planning for them, which makes your program feel professional and robust. So, now you've gotten the concepts. Let's walk through the actual 10-week journey you'll be taking. And this isn't just some boring syllabus. It's a really carefully structured path that's designed to build your skills week by week. So, you can see there's a real logic to the progression here. You start with the absolute basics, functions and variables. Then you move through essentials like loops. After that, you start tackling professional tools like libraries and this thing called object-oriented programming. And it all leads up to the grand finale, a final project where you build your very own program. Now, let's break that down a bit more. The first 4 weeks, that's weeks 0 through 3, are all about forging your fundamental toolkit. This is where you learn to create actions with functions, make decisions with conditionals, automate things with loops, and build rock solid code by handling exceptions. These are the absolute non negotiable building blocks for any programmer. And right after you get these fundamentals down, there's this awesome turning point in the course. As the instructor, David Malan himself says, at this stage, you now have the tools to start solving much larger, much more interesting problems. This is basically the moment the training wheels come off and the real fun begins. So, let's talk about that middle section, weeks 4 through 8. This is where you really start to transition from just being a student to feeling like a real practitioner. You learn to use libraries, which is just pre written code to solve common problems so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And you also learn to write something called unit test, which is how you prove your code actually works, just like a pro. And you start to structure bigger, more complex programs. These are the skills that really separate the hobbyists from the professionals. By the way, if you like these kinds of breakdowns, hit that like button to let us know. The whole course really comes to a head in week 9 in the final project. This is your capstone. It's where you have to apply everything you've learned to design and build your own Python program from scratch. And check out these requirements. It has to have a main function, at least 3 other functions, and you have to write professional unit tests to prove your code actually works. This isn't some simple homework assignment. This is a legitimate portfolio piece that you can actually use to show a potential employer. Okay, we've walked the entire journey. Now it's time for the most important part, a total honest strategic evaluation. Is this course the right move for your career goals? Alright, let's be real. On the left, this is what CS50P does exceptionally well. It teaches pure programming logic, maybe better than any other course out there, and it's absolutely perfect for beginners. But on the right, that's what it doesn't do. It's not going to give you that deep computer science theory. For that, you need CS50X. So, here's the direct answer to that big question from the beginning. No, it will not get you a software engineering job by itself. It's a fantastic, absolutely essential first step, but it's not the last step. And that brings us perfectly to your 2026 career goals. So, how do you take this powerful momentum you get from CS50 Python and actually turn it into a job ready skill set? This right here, this is the smartest path forward inside the CS50 ecosystem. Step 1, you master the art of programming with CS50 Python. Step 2, you get those critical computer science fundamentals with CS50X. Then, step 3, you specialize. You dive deep into something like CS50 AI or CS50 Web. to build those specific in-demand skills that employers are actually looking for. Following this path is how you assemble a complete job-ready skill set. And you can find more structured roadmaps like this one over at learnitfree.com. So, what's next for you? The path is pretty clear. If you found this breakdown valuable and you want more strategy guides for other tech courses, make sure you subscribe. It really helps us know what to create next to help you map out your tech career this year. And now it's your turn. Which path are you aiming for? Comment AI, web, or Python down below. Share your goal and connect with other people who are on the same exact journey. Learn IT free with Vitus DK, and you already know.